Roland JUNO-D8 Review. 88 weighted keys, ZEN-Core and USB-C that replace your entire rig. You're dragging 2 keyboards to every gig because your piano sounds amazing but has 0 synth game, and your synth has every sound except a decent weighted piano. Load-in takes 40 minutes, sound check is absolute chaos, your back hates you. Type guilty if this is your life right now. How many more shows are you willing to split yourself in half like this? That suffocating moment when the song calls for lush roads, but your fingers are on the weighted piano, so you awkwardly reach over to the second board mid-verse and the timing falls apart. Your bandmates notice. The engineer notices. You notice most of all. What if control was actually simple? 1 keyboard, every sound, 0 compromise. Stay with me. Then I plugged in the Roland JUNO-D8 and everything got stupidly quiet. Don't just pick any synthesizer workstation. Make sure it has 88-note weighted hammer action with the full ZEN-Core engine so you never feel that split between 2 boards panic or the my piano has 5 mediocre synth sounds embarrassment ever again. 6 superpowers unlocked instantly. Concert grand that breathes with real sympathetic resonance, vintage Rhodes with bark and bell that responds to every finger angle, classic Juno chorus that turns any pad into shimmering heaven, USB-C audio interface so 1 cable sends studio clean sound straight into Logic, 3,800 sounds organized so brilliantly you find the perfect patch in 11 seconds, and scene recall that loads your entire split layer effect config between songs without a single gap. 2:47 a.m. Client wanted piano plus strings demo in 3 hours. I was cooked until I layered the D8's concert grand with a motion synth pad, added that buttery Juno chorus, recorded via USB-C in 1 take, sent at 5:02 a.m. Client called it the most expensive sounding demo we've ever received. The keys feel like playing a real grand until you need them to feel like playing Rhodes. Then they just do. Here's the setting nobody talks about. Key touch sensitivity has a medium-heavy mode that makes the weighted action respond like a vintage Rhodes under your fingers. Game over for electric piano realism. Comment split if you're tired of the 2 keyboard circus. Setup consolidation saves you 17 minutes per gig, which builds into 90 minutes saved per month, which creates mental clarity to actually focus on your playing instead of managing gear, which doubles your creative output because you're exploring sounds instead of troubleshooting cables, which produces results that make other musicians ask what you're running through, and you just smile. A professional synth reviewer stated, the ZEN-Core engine in the JUNO-D8 is the same flagship synthesis platform powering the $3,500 Phantom. Having it in an accessible Juno-priced board with 88 weighted keys is market-disrupting value. A touring keyboard influencer confessed on Instagram, I quietly retired my dual-board rig after 1 rehearsal with the D8. My piano playing improved because the weighted action is legit, and my synth game leveled up because I'm not compromising on either anymore. Industry analysts report Roland positioned the JUNO-D8 specifically to dominate the prosumer 88-key segment by leveraging ZEN-Core ecosystem scalability at mid-tier pricing. A home studio producer posted, at Roland JUNO-D8 replaced my MIDI controller and my audio interface, 1 USB-C cable, full studio integration, 0 latency. I recorded 4 full tracks using only internal sounds and they're release ready. I watched a worship leader build an entire 12-song set list in scenes, step through them flawlessly during service, and never once break musical flow. That's when I knew this thing was different. Which benefit blew your mind most? Comment 1 for ZEN-Core power, 2 for weighted action, 3 for USB-C integration. Some say 88 weighted keys are too heavy for synth playing. Then explain why every session player I know who bought this uses it for leads, pads, and bass because the action is responsive enough and the sounds are so good they forget about key weight. This is the one thing thousands message me about daily. How much better does the Juno chorus actually sound in person? Answer: criminally good. Engage it on any string pad and you're transported to 1984 in the best way. Drop a comment if you've been waiting for one board that doesn't make you choose between piano feel and synth depth. The Roland JUNO-D8 gives you 88 weighted hammer action keys, flagship ZEN-Core synthesis, 3,800 studio-grade sounds, and USB-C audio MIDI interface in one instrument that finally ends the compromise. Join the ones who quietly upgraded their entire live rig and studio setup with a single board. First link in description. I pinned it to the top because I'm not letting you miss this. Current bundles might include the sustain pedal and Roland Cloud activation. You already know your two-board struggle ends here. Time to consolidate and level up.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.